Hello. Rafael? Rafael? How you doing? Good, good. All right. What's up, man? What happened?
I need to file a complaint on the officers for the stuff they did to me that I feel was inappropriate.
Okay. What did they do?
I'd rather talk that with the PCP.
So you don't want to talk to us? Because if you want to file the complaint here, you have to tell us what happened.
Yeah.
If you don't want to talk to us, then you'll have to go straight over there. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
What are we working on here? What type of complaint am I
I feel
working?
that you guys are on their side, so I already feel.
So then you don't want to talk to us, is what you're telling me.
Is it going to go against me if I do tell you guys my side of the story?
If you have a complaint, you have a complaint. We
I
can
do.
work with it.
I do.
Let's go.
Okay, because there's several complaints.
Okay.
Okay, the arrest affidavit, this is gonna get, the arrest affidavit is totally wrong. It's false.
Okay.
And I don't wanna diss you guys, it's false.
Okay.
3 guys wrote that arrest affidavit. On the affidavit, only one officer's name is on that.
Correct.
One.
That's all we do. That's all we do.
That's how it works. Okay.
Only one officer's on the arrest. I dealt with 4 officers.
Yes.
I need to file. I need to get the subpoenas for the body cams.
Yep.
This guy, he's super tight in the handcuffs. They left me in that car sweating. I asked for water. These people denied me water
Okay. Let me see your hands. Let me see your wrist. When did you get arrested?
yesterday.
Okay. There's no injuries, no marks.
There's injuries. Severe.
Where?
Right here.
No, but there's nothing on the outside. Is what I'm asking you.
Scratches
No.
There's nothing on the outside.
No.
Okay.
And
So,
then,
all right.
it's hard to come to mind right now.
No, I'm here to help.
I'm kind of getting, I feel got 3 cops around. But
You want to go outside so you have more space? What do you want to do?
No, we're good.
Whatever works for you, man.
Just let me.
What you feel comfortable, man?
He also gave me a ticket. The reason for his probable cause for pulling me over is a complete lie. He saw me coming, did a U-turn, lit me up. So those are my complaints, and I got a few others.
Okay. So,
And
good.
the officer, they arrested me for a concealed weapon that was behind my seat. But one of the officers had pulled me over recently. He even gave me a ticket on August 28th. I have the ticket that he gave me with another officer. And they found the gun in the same spot. And they didn't even they searched the gun, they checked the number, and they gave me my gun back.
Okay, but from what I'm gathering, correct me if I'm wrong. Your complaint is not that they did anything wrong. What your complaint is that you're innocent of. No, hang on. Is that you're innocent. You want to complain about where the gun is. You want to complain about the traffic citation and stuff like that. That's something that goes to the court systems so that you're found innocent. There's nothing. You understand what I'm saying? That's where the attorneys come in and they fight for you.
With my complaint already, with my side, I want to have
That's
that.
when you tell
Your attorney.
No, but I'm not gonna have an attorney. I can't afford one.
Okay, the public defender gives you one.
They'll give you one.
They work for you guys. They work for
No, they don't.
No, they
Those defenders work
don't.
for
Are you kidding me?
They're on the opposite
So
side.
you
But-
state attorneys.
The state attorneys work with us,
I
the public
understand,
defenders.
I understand, but it'll help me if I have this. I feel it'll help me.
What he's trying to tell you is that your complaint is
And-
going to handle in the court system,
And,
not with our department.
and we're getting to constitutionalities.
Again, that's not something we deal with. That's something the state attorney and the public defender deal
In
with.
the courthouse.
Yes.
It's handled in the courthouse.
But I need
with your case.
I need to.
If your complaint was- if the complaint was that they hit you-
Discourtesy and all that.
I feel that there's a lot of irregularities. In the arrest affidavit, there's no mention that there was other officers.
That's when you talk to your
There was
attorney
one
about it.
officer, the guy who put the handcuff, he didn't have his body camera. That's another irregularity. So
Right.
these
No,
are things
but-
that I need to bring up
Okay,
because
that's fine. But-
I have the whole state against me.
No, you don't.
I have the state of Florida, versus Rafael Gomez. So
Okay,
I need to.
that's not the way that works. Okay. A couple things. Everybody does have a body camera, okay? But let me explain a couple things to you before you jump to conclusions. I let you talk, let me talk, okay? So that we understand each other, we can have a conversation. Okay, just because you don't see this body camera, one, maybe you didn't see it, maybe you didn't notice it. Two, maybe it broke. Maybe it's getting fixed. He may not have done anything wrong, okay? Maybe he had it here, he had it here, he had it somewhere else. Maybe they put it somewhere else where they can get a different angle. So the body camera, just not having it, that's something that's, you can take it to court or whatever you want. So I'm trying to figure out what they did wrong that I can help out with. If it's about you being innocent, that's something you take up with
It's
the
actually both. I feel like there was procedures that were broken.
what procedure?
How?
He didn't have his body cam. Well, first of all, I don't know all the procedures. So I need to find out, and I need to make my complaint to see if my claim is legitimate.
Okay.
So first he didn't have his body camera.
All the people had their body camera on though, right?
Yeah.
That's more than enough. I
So-
mean, this catches a lot more than you expect.
And also, I feel he didn't have the right. I never authorized him to search my car. And I know you're going to tell me I don't have to authorize him to search my car. He can just search my car.
No, that's not what I said.
But I never ever once authorized him to search my car. I don't feel he asked me to search my car. I told him where the firearm was. He said to get out of my car, and he asked me where it was, and then he conducted a search.
But that's something you take up with your attorney.
When your case goes to court, that's when you pick it up.
But I need to. I feel like if I file a complaint, and maybe I might have some legitimacy. I don't know, because I have to talk it over with this PCB, you know. But I feel like it will help me, you know. Like
When you get your attorney assigned to you, let them know what's going on, and they'll be.
I can't wait for that because the court date is in 30 days. You know,
Just to preach all that.
if I wait, you know, and I gotta file subpoenas to get these cops to come, I'm gonna subpoena all the officers, and I'm subpoenaing the body cameras. I have to
Right.
to protect myself.
Correct. You're allowed to.
do that.
So
But the cameras are public record. You can request them.
that's why I want everything to be on the record. So I want to.
Okay.
That's why I asked for the badge numbers also.
Okay.
I'm gonna subpoena those officers.
Okay.
I need them to show up to
Okay.
court.
PCB is not going to provide you with the video camera. That is
The
something
complaint.
you.
I need the complaint.
But the complaint you're having, I haven't found something that is not the criminal side of where you're going to be found if
Your complaint is basically with your case.
with the case.
With the
But-
criminal
but-
aspect of the case.
But my complaint is with the criminal and the procedure of the police officer.
Okay, so this is what happens. You go through your attorney.
And also, I feel this officer was very helpful. This man right here. But the other officer that was here, that was in charge, I asked her for water several times, and I'm gonna bring you water. And never brought me water, and I was in that hot car for a long time, and I was in the back. They brought me a small amount of water. I asked a few more times, and they never brought me some. And then they transported me all the way to TGK. So I feel also that there might be some irregularities. I have to speak that over with the PCB to see if that's normal. There's no water fountain in that cell.
Right.
No water fountain. So I asked several times, and I tried to press. The water wouldn't come out, and I had to just wait.
Okay, so
Those are my complaints.
all right. So the complaint that I think we can handle today, correct me if I'm wrong, lack of water
No.
would be the only.
No, I need to make a complaint on Officer Garcia. She told me I can't
What
make
did
it.
Officer Garcia do?
I feel the seizure, the search and seizure of my firearm was completely illegal.
Again, but that's for the attorney to take up in court. That's not for us to judge here.
That's for them to fight for you.
I
to dismiss that
understand,
case.
but I need the complaint. I need to have that on my side, ready to
No,
go
sir.
to
That's
court.
irrelevant.
That's not the way that works.
I understand, but I feel like it would help me. I need the complaint for that. On Officer Garcia, he wrote on the affidavit that he saw me make an illegal lane
That's
change.
what your attorney gets paid for, to fight for you.
I don't have an attorney, sir.
No,
You get a public defender.
but the state, they pay for it.
I made a left turn, and as soon as I was delivering a pizza, I had the food in the car. I'm a delivery boy. I have a firearm on me because people rob
Yeah, you
delivery
never
drivers.
know. But
But I made a left turn. He done it right after me and pulled me over, and I stopped right away. And I declared, I'm like, sir, I got a firearm, and he changed the scene of events on the arrest affidavit.
That's what your attorney
that's
is gonna fight for
That's
you.
another issue. But I need to file this complaint, man. I need to. I feel like it's
But the complaint you want to file is not a complaint for departmental issue. Understand?
The only departmental issue will be the water thing. It's the only thing I can think
I've
of.
already contacted the PCB with the officer with his badge number and his name because that's the only one I got. I'm trying to get the other officers, but he told me to go to the PCB, which I'm
Correct.
gonna do.
Correct.
But you guys are asking me what to rescind my complaint?
I'm not telling you to rescind your complaint. I'm just telling you with the complaint that you're giving us is a. I don't want to say criminal, but it's about your case.
Your
But
case.
because that's what it's about. It's not about my case. It's about my interaction
Okay.
with.
Let me-
It's about the whole
Okay.
whole individual scenario.
Let me ask you a couple questions. Have you ever been arrested before?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been a victim of a crime?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you were the victim of the crime, what did you do?
I called the police, sir.
No. Did you go to court? Did we make an arrest?
No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna explain to you a couple things on how the system works so that you understand why this is an attorney thing, not a PCB thing. Okay, now you got arrested. These officers are gonna have to go to what they call a deposition. You know what deposition is?
He has to meet with another officer and explain.
No.
With your attorney.
With your attorney.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, I thought you meant a disposition of PCB.
No. They speak with your attorney, and then they tell the attorney what happened in the case. Okay? That's when the attorney will ask a bunch of questions, try and get your side out of the officer, and try and do whatever it is to find not found guilty. Okay, on your behalf. Then, from that stories that he gathers from the officers, they go to court. Okay? And that's where they present the evidence that he gathered from you, from the officers, and the scene. And that's when we go to court and trial on that. And that's where your story comes into play with what happened on stuff. Okay.
No, it's not. Before it goes to trial, the attorney meets with you.
Okay. And I can explain something to you if I may.
I need the complaint because it's too much of the state versus just me.
Do me a favor. I'm gonna tell you this. Okay. You're gonna get issued a public defender. Okay. Listen to these words. Okay. My name is Sergeant Webster. Remember these. Okay. So you have any problems, you can do this. Speak to your attorney. Ask your attorney if he wants you to speak to us and give your side of the story. Listen to me. Listen to me. By you telling me your side of the story, you're going to tell me what happened, what occurred, and you're going to indict yourself in court. Speak to your attorney before you come and give us a complaint. That is my profession.
That I might be
incriminating yourself. Yes.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm willing to take that risk because I feel I'm innocent.
Speak to your attorney.
The same officer, he's like, yo, I remember you, but he didn't remember me from where. And then I looked up the ticket. He gave me a ticket on August 28th, 2018. He found the gun, him and his boy Capote, I believe his name, because Capote's on the ticket. They searched the gun, they checked it, and they put it back. It was in the same spot, in the same exact spot. He found it and he put it back. And several officers have found that in the same exact spot. And they checked it, they asked me what I'm doing. I'm doing delivery. They put it back, and I'm good to go.
Okay.
And then this guy, he took my gun away and put me in jail when I was doing a delivery for a pizza.
Because I'll tell you, there's no statute of limitations on any complaints. My personal and professional opinion, speak to your attorney and see if he wants you to do a complaint before or after the trial.
I need to do it now. Time is of the essence.
How?
Because I'm going to start forgetting all this information as the time goes by. It's fresh in my memory. It happened yesterday. I need now.
It's a criminal thing. It's not.
The problem is, what you're not understanding is that when we take complaints, it's not about the procedure.
But I can't
It's
file
about
a
if the
complaint.
officer was discourteous, if the officer beat you up, if the officer...
I felt that, and not just that. I felt
No,
my
did the officer hit you? Did the officer beat you up?
I felt my constitutional rights were violated.
Okay, but that's not,
But Constitution is not us.
that we handle.
But
That's something you do in the courthouse. We only handle complaints if you were beat up, if you were hit, things like that.
Water, if you guys
Okay, I explained to you, you're in a holding cell, that's temporary, it's a 4-hour holding cell. We're not allowed to feed you,
understand,
give
but
you water, and my officer did give you water. And we have
A
video
very
cameras.
small
We
cup.
have a video camera that
A
shows
very
that we're
small cup.
walking, yes, we're not required to give you any
I
water
understand.
while you're in a holding cell.
There's a water
Understand?
fountain and it didn't work. I
Okay,
understand. I
so,
understand.
you're not listening. Okay, the complaint you have is mostly about the way you were arrested, you feel is illegal. That is not something that we handle, that our personal compliance bureau does not handle. We handle complaints about discourtesy. If an officer hits you, okay, or beat you up, or multiple officers beat you up, that's what we handle. We don't handle anything having to do with the charges made against you. That is all done through the courts. We only handle is discourteous complaints and so forth. So that's what we're trying to explain to you. Right now, you know, your complaint is something that's done in the courts, which is why we're telling you, go to your defense attorney. You can go to PCB also if you like. I have the pamphlet.
My question is to you guys, am I going to be able to file my complaint? Well, I've already contacted PCB with the case number, but I'm just want to know, can I file it with you guys?
What did they tell you?
It's by email. I'm waiting for a response.
So then you already contacted them and filed a complaint.
I will eventually call. And if I have
So you
to, I
started
will
the complaint with PCB?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, and I'm being 100%. Everybody has a friend that's an attorney. Call them and tell them you want to do a complaint on an open investigation and see what they tell you. I'm telling you. They're going to tell you to wait till after the criminal case. I've been a cop for 17 years. I'm telling you how that works.
I understand, sir. And And the badge numbers for the other officers?
It should be in the report.
No, there's only, that's the problem.
No, see, look, sir,
None of this.
but you're-
The attorney is gonna get all the reports, and they're gonna be there.
There's multiple reports written.
I don't have an attorney.
They're gonna
You will
give
be
you
given one. The
You will
courthouse
be
assigns you a
given. I
defense
guarantee
attorney.
you will be given.
Everybody
You bonded
gets a
out, or
defense
you went to
attorney.
arraignment?
I bonded out, sir.
You get one, the public
You're gonna
defender.
get one. You're gonna get one.
So I'm not gonna be able to file a complaint right now?
But you already contacted
You already did
PCB.
it with PCB. You just told us you contacted PCB, so you already started the process with PCB.
Wait for their
What
email to
you
come
tell us
back.
here is gonna go to PCB,
But I
same
need
thing.
and the numbers to the other officers, the badge numbers?
Do you have the arrest form copy with you?
Not on, no.
Because it should be somewhere in there. At the bottom, it's only one.
Only one officer, Garcia.
No.
and I
Right.
checked
You didn't read
the whole
it
A-form.
Several times.
Right, and that, there's only one, but in the whole packet that the attorney's gonna receive, you're gonna have all the officers there.
All the officers that responded were on the scene will be there.
Because on A-form, they put the BWCs for everybody.
Right,
Yeah.
and then in the second
We can't
report,
view the
you see
arrest
all
form
the
because once it
officers.
goes to the jail, we don't have a copy of it. That's
see
why
the
I asked you if you have your
transporting,
copy.
arresting,
You don't have a
all the
copy. You
officers
don't have a copy at all?
Oh, yeah, I
The
do,
yellow?
I do.
Do you have it so I can view it for you?
No, it's
or-
on my house.
Oh.
On my house, sorry about that.
Okay.
Sarah would tell you.
But,
So just wait for PCB's email to come back, and eventually, when you get assigned an attorney, you will have the packet. and-
So with you guys, I
Go
can't
home.
do nothing?
You already started with PCB. And do yourself a favor, listen to me, okay? Contact the attorney, see if it's worth making a complaint. And second of all, get a piece of paper and start writing notes of everything you have a complaint on so you don't forget. Okay? So that when you speak to them, okay, oh, this. And then you go down the bullet points. And instead of repeating, okay, look, I said this. Boom, boom, boom. And that's the way you're more precise and more accurate. Okay?
I know you contacted them, but I have to give you this as a pamphlet with more information for them. You can even start to write here, so you
notes.
don't forget your little notes. So when they contact you, you can give them that too.
Okay.
Pero
Okay.
you already started a complaint
Thank
with
you,
them, so
guys.
there's,
All right, sir.
Not much
Take it
further
easy.
to
Take care, man.
Thank you, guys.
okay? Good luck.